So we're up to day number 42, which is Mamido al Hashalom, achieving peace of mind. So everybody wants peace, right? But when Jews greet each other with the famous greeting, Shalom Aleichem, peace unto you, it really means that we're wishing someone something much deeper than the absence of war, right? It's something much more internal. So Mamido al Hashalom means to set someone on the path of peace. The Hebrew word for peace, shalom, actually comes from the root shalem, which means wholeness, completion, perfection. Real peace is much more than the cessation of hostilities. The world can be in turmoil and a person can still have peace of mind, or vice versa. The world can be peaceful and a person can still be tumultuous on the inside. So inner peace is independent of external circumstances. So number one of this is, let's define it. What is inner peace? So everyone experiences inner conflict, especially when they have to make a moral decision. Part of us knows we should swallow our pride and apologize. Another part of us wants to stew in it and remain distant. We know we should hunker down and study for an upcoming exam, but we feel the pull to go out with friends and have a good time instead. We want to master a skill, but we feel like giving up and quitting. Right? So the source of this battle, as we've discussed in a few of the other ways, is the conflict between two opposing forces inside of us, the body and the soul. Right? The body, represented by our Yetzer Hara, our evil inclination, gravitates towards transitory comfort, sensual pleasures. Right? It wants to quit, to fantasize, to drown in passions, to procrastinate. The body says, give me some food, warmth, a pillow. Let me run away and just take it easy. The soul, on the other hand, desires meaning and accomplishment and permanence and greatness, reality, truth, right? It wants the true pleasure that only comes through hard work and challenge. And these two forces clash often. We want to be tough, but we feel like being weak. We want to be great, but we don't feel like making the effort. We want to be independent, but we feel like caving into peer pressure and going with the flow. Inner peace comes from resolving that conflict. So how do we resolve that conflict? So number two is peace equals victory of the soul. So who's in charge, right? Is it the body or the soul? Who's going to determine what you're going to choose? So obviously it's up to you, right? There's never any peace. It's important to recognize there's never any peace when we give in to the whims and the desires of the body. When you lose your temper, or you fail to stand up for your beliefs, or you succumb to lust, or you flee from a challenge, the feeling that you get is a numbing release of pain as you slip into comfort, right? But this relief only lasts temporarily, and then it leaves you feeling empty and depressed and angry with yourself. Real peace comes from choosing to live as a soul and training your body to actually desire what the soul desires. Your soul can never make peace with your body, but your body can make peace with your soul. It can be conditioned like a horse to follow the direction of the greater power, the soul. So the challenge is to teach the body to pursue soul ambitions with the same alacrity and focus as it does those things that bring it comfort. So when you feel the body's resistance, you have to talk to it, you have to cajole it, you have to reassure it, right? So imagine a jogger, the first day they go out and they set themselves a goal of actually one day running a marathon, but that first day they get through mile one and they're huffing and puffing and their body can't move and their legs are on fire, right? So the body is screaming, don't be a masochist, you'll have a heart attack, you gotta stop, you can't go on anymore, right? But the firm willpower of the person set towards that goal convinces the body, you know what, you can do this. We can get another 10 minutes in. We'll be healthier, we'll live longer, we'll reach our goal of running the marathon, right? And if done long enough, the body can actually be conditioned to crave that which it considered masochism on day one. So figure out what you want to accomplish and then overrule your body. Paint the benefits in glowing terms to reduce the body's anxiety and to fire it up and get it raring to go. So through discipline and constant drilling, the body's resistance can be worn down and it'll become your soul's willing partner. Number three of this is peace through a cause. So one of the best ways to get your body into something meaningful is to have a cause. When you focus your life around a cause that's bigger than you are, when you're fighting for something that you believe in, we rise above our pettiness. The body pulls itself together on the side of the soul, and we can focus on the real matter at hand. Right? When you think about it, war, which is so destructive, actually creates tremendous amounts of unity. During war times, we unite as a people, we attain a greater degree of inner peace, strangely enough, because focusing on issues that are really critical, life and death, pulls us out of our small-mindedness. Right? We're not worried about the neighbor's new car or the overstarched shirts that came back from the cleaners. So war, or a full-blown crisis, of course, is not necessary for creating unity. The same harmony and sense of purpose can be attained when people come together in service of something greater than themselves. So, again, a key factor is pick a cause, something that's important and beyond yourself, and you'll see how you can bring your body and your soul together in its pursuit. Number 4 of this, right, is mamido ala shalom, is to get others into their potential. It means to help others attain inner peace and greatness. So the same way you went through the steps to recognize and resolve your own inner conflicts, you can help other people do the same thing. Look at your friend's strengths and potential, and then arouse them to greatness. Be ambitious for the friend. Aim to make it big, make them big. If I could get in touch with his soul, how would I unleash his powers? Right? So how do you help people tap into their inner powers and become great? So ultimately, many people go through life without recognizing what they want out of life. And one aspect of really helping other people attain greatness is to tap into those questions that are, what are you living for? What's your focus in life? How can I help you realize that you have every capacity to reach it? So don't sell people short. Ultimately, look at their potential and believe in them. So a couple of ideas for applied wisdom. Oh, and by the way, when you inspire others, much like when you inspire others to recognize real truth and live in reality, you actually will gain additional tools that will help you in turn elevate your life towards inner peace. So a couple of ideas for applied wisdom is get total clarity about your own goals and then discuss them with a confidant. 2 of this is help another person clarify his or her goals. And then 3 of this is find a cause that's greater than you, something that you can tap into, that you can then use to drive your body and your soul together.